Hi everyone, day 3 of my trouser fitting, and thank you so much for all the comments on my previous video. If you haven't checked it out, I'm linking it down below in the description box. If you're tuning in for a tutorial of how to fit pants, then this is not the video to watch. I'm just documenting me fitting and trying to work out how to get some trousers to fit me. So this is day 3, and I thought I'd just show you where I am. I'm absolutely full of pins, but I think I'm nearly there. I will pan down so you can see where I'm up to. So this leg is the original, I haven't changed anything with that. With this one, because it was so tight around here, I've added a wedge, can you see? Just here, and I've added it just to, so I unpicked from the side seam from just below, so you've got the entrance to the pocket, the opening, not the entrance, the opening for the pocket here, and I unpicked the side seam about 2 inches below the bottom of that, just up through to the waistband, and then detached the waistband, and I've added, so seam allowance, and then I would say it's about an inch plus seam allowance on both sides, and this is basically just added to the back piece. I didn't need to add any more to the front, and I didn't want to interfere with the pockets, so I've added it to the back because someone did suggest, Lynn actually suggested a full seat adjustment, but that's the wrong adjustment for that, because that just adds length to go around your bum, and I didn't need that because it fitted fine here. It was tight across here, so I just needed to add width. So I've done that there, and exactly the same on the other side. So by adding 2 inches, it has just given me that wearing ease that I need, and then it has the elastic which I can then pull tighter if I need be. I am thinking I may need to do a sway back adjustment because there's a little bit of pooling of fabric here. Excuse the fact that the fabric is like super see-through. But yeah, so I can like sit, and they're so much better. The other thing that I've done is I have pinned, and I'm wearing these, crouch right down, I'm wearing these the right way round, so the pins are all on the inside, but just I wanted to see how they hang. I have taken a wedge from here all the way down the centre of the back of the leg, because this one here, it's just loads of fabric, and it just looks really unflattering, and it just looks really frumpy and doesn't show any kind of curvature to my body or anything. It's just too much. But I felt that the front was okay, so I thought I needed to just take it from the back. So I have just taken a wedge out. Hopefully you won't all see my underwear, but there we go. And so, hopefully you'll see. So this one has been tapered in. This one is the original. So I will, let's pan up. So I will watch this footage back as well, because it's hard to obviously see what I'm doing. The only thing is that where I've taken the wedge out, I've sort of gone to here. And I have this book, which I'm sure loads of people have, which is the Palmer Pletch Pants to Real People. Hopefully that is in focus. I can't tell from here. Hopefully that's in focus. And so on here, in here, oh, and anyone who doesn't have the book, they have lots of illustrations and explanations of fitting. And so they suggest taking a wedge out from like the waist and taking it all the way down. So because although it works now, I don't want to have a seam. I don't want to have a seam down the back of the leg. So I need to be able to cut that on the flat. Well, if that's turning into a dart here, so I think I will have to take that wedge all the way up to the top so that I can cut the piece out on the flat. But I'm not entirely sure, because there's not loads of fabric here to be taking fabric out, and if I do, then I need to add it in somewhere else. And this is the trouble with making like pants, trousers, that when you do one adjustment, it throws up a fitting error somewhere else. So although I think, okay, that's fine, I've got this, if I unpick all this and lay it out, I'm not going to be able to cut that on the flat because of what happens at the top. And so if I take the wedge out right to the top, I can cut it on the flat, but then I'm taking a wedge out of where it actually fits. so then I need to put that somewhere else, whether I then add that to the side seam. So where I'm taking it out, I just add a bit more extra to the side seam and that evens it out. I'm not really sure. I think I'm just gonna have to just cut into it and then like slash and spread and just see how flat that I can get that to sit, and take it, and maybe just take that wedge all the way up to the waist, and then just see how much I need to take out of that, and then probably add that in on the side seam. I don't know if that will affect how it will hang. I don't have a big fabric stash, so in case you're wondering why am I just doing it in this stiff curtain fabric, it's because I didn't really have anything, but the curtains were lined, so I do have the lining from the curtain fabric, so I might try, which is really thin, but obviously it's a lot more fluid, so it's a lot more drapey, so I did think I would try and then trace out onto tracing paper the pattern pieces, how I've altered them, and then cut all the trousers again in the lining fabric just to see how that fits and how that hangs and that kind of thing. And if you're wondering why I've only changed one side, I have altered, obviously I've added the wedge in here at the hip, but I haven't altered the leg because altering the left hand side isn't going to make a difference to the right. I will just replicate what's left to right. That wasn't like, it's not like I don't have one big leg and one small leg, so what I do on one side I will do on the other. It's just so I can keep track of what alterations I've done, and so I wasn't getting confused, and so I've got something to compare with the original piece, how much I've changed it and that kind of thing. So this is where I'm at. This is day 3. Probably won't really be doing much more again to it today, but I just wanted to keep you updated. So please hit subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will keep my Instagram updated and keep you updated on here. And hopefully once I've got the black cotton fabric, should be here, what are we on now, Wednesday, probably next week I'll get that, and then I can make it in some black cotton fabric and then try it, and then maybe get some stretch fabric or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I don't have a lot of funds at the minute to spend on buying lots of decent trouser fabric only for it to go to waste. So that's why I'm just doing it on scraps. So thank you for watching, and please comment below. How do you think? Got any suggestions? Am I doing it right? I don't know. All input is appreciated. Thank you. Bye.